Uncharted.
Building a city that's as relevant today as it was during the Civil War is no simple feat. It takes tenacity and commitment, but it also takes drive. And while Bowling Green may be on the smaller side, drive is something I've found in abundance throughout this trip. In fact, for many men and women, every day is dedicated to assembling a driving experience that is as much about a cultural movement as it is about a physical one.
So welcome to the National Corvette Museum.
Thank you, I'm happy to be here.
Glad to have you here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. So the newest model, the ZR1, over 700 horsepower, and it goes 212 miles per hour, so.
Are you serious?
Yes,
and
it is definitely a supercar.
Wow, that is insane. If you combined all of the horsepower of every car I've ever owned, it's probably not that much.
Right.
It just looks fast. So what kind of Corvette do you drive?
I have a 1974.
Ooh,
Yes.
all right. Just talking about the initial vision and like mission of Corvette, it was to be America's sports car.
Yes, it is still to this day America's only sports car. You have muscle cars like the Mustang, the Camaro.
Right.
But this is the only sports car.
Okay.
So it competes with like your Ferrari, your Porsche, and more of your exotic type of cars.
Right. You know, people are fans of music, people are fans of movies, and I mean, people are fans of cars, right? I mean,
Absolutely. I mean, they say you come for the car, you stay for the people. We exist because of the enthusiasts.
because of the community.
Yes,
I mean, that's what you're
absolutely.
describing.
This is the Skydome where the famous sinkhole was. We
Yes.
have lines on the ground. So the yellow line is an outline of where the cave is. And then the red line is where the sinkhole was.
This is where the hole started.
This is where the hole was. So all of this area was collapsed. There was a big hole right here where we were standing. And these are the 8 cars that fell in. Much like you said, you know, you've driven by the museum time and again and just never stopped in. Well, what we found happened after the sinkhole is that people started getting off the interstate. They wanted to see these cars. So you don't have to love the car or be a car person to enjoy a visit to the museum. That's why it's important that we tell other stories behind the car and have displays like with the sinkhole, because you know, that's really interesting to people to learn, you know, what happened with the sinkhole. And you also have that hands-on experience where you can get a ride in a Corvette or even drive a Corvette.
When the designers at Chevrolet set pen to paper to sketch the first Corvette, I can't imagine they realized they would be shaping the history of motor vehicles as much as they were the bold lines of a sports car that would go on to last more than 7 generations of design so far. And as interesting as the museum is, it's built my enthusiasm for getting behind the wheel, as well as my knowledge base on what make Corvettes so special. Luckily, I don't have to trek far for a test drive.
We've had everything from a minivan to, you know, a supercar out on track here. So
Okay, all right.
we have weekend events where you can register your car and just either come for a driving school or for a race, all the way to you can come get on track yourself, whether it's just to go fast and experience something different, or you know, you want to get started in the sport of motorsports. We're going to meet Mitch Wright. He's our pro driver here at the track.
Hi,
Mitch,
Erick.
how's it going, man?
It's going well. Glad to meet you.
Yes, so I'm going to be
Yeah, we're
everything
going to
with
take you around our 3.2-mile track. We'll see speeds in excess of 140 miles an hour in about 3 places.
Man, I'm excited.
Not too bad for a stock Corvette, is it?
I mean, that's insane.
So do you think you want to get behind the wheel yourself?
I would love to. I'm ready.
Here's the way it's going to work.
Okay?
Don't pass me.
I don't think there's any chance of
All
that,
right, well,
by any means,
I
yes.
need you to stay 3 to 4 car lengths behind.
Okay?
And by doing that, it actually makes it driving the track easier.
Yes.
Because you can see which direction, as I change direction, you can see how I change direction.
Okay.
Also, you want to try to drive right in my wheel tracks.
Okay.
So
follow your line.
Follow my line. And
okay.
You should be looking way down the road. So you really want to be looking through my car.
Okay.
And that helps you anticipate what we have coming up.
I got you.
Don't hurt my car.
I won't.
Okay.
I promise.
All right.
Lots of respect. Onto the racetrack. Dang, that's fun. I feel like I feel like I'm inside of a video game right now. That's pedal to the metal. 110, 115, 117. Holy crap! I can hear my mom now saying, "Don't drive so fast." An amazing experience. That, incredible, incredible. I can't believe I feel like this and I haven't left the ground because, man, can I give you a hug, man? Because that was... Crossing the finish line on the track today helped me also cross an experience off my bucket list. And just like my summer tour across the country with my family this past year, that's an experience and a memory that I can keep packed in my heart long after returning my suitcases to the shelves of my hallway closets.